In this video, I want to go over the textbook that I'm going to use for the class that I'm going to teach this semester, which is Math Introduction to Proofs, like Math 220. And let's see what this class is about. So the nice thing that we're going to use the open source book, so you can see all of the materials, all the lectures, worksheets, homeworks that we're going to do like during the semester here. So if you want to take this class unofficial, in a sense, just to follow the material that I'm going to present, do the homework, do the worksheet, then feel free to follow this. This Math 220 materials was created at UBC by Sekin Demirbas and Andrew Reschnitzer. I feel like it around like 2020, before the COVID. And okay, let's see what is this book, what do we have? So first we have HTML book. We're gonna first start with sets, because sets are the building blocks. And through those building blocks, we're going to learn the rules, how to operate with those building blocks. So we're going to look at the logic. And then as soon as we have our building blocks and what we can do them, kind of the set of rules, we can start actually doing proofs. And we're going to discuss different type of proofs. And then after that, we're going to learn a more concise way, like quantifiers, to write mathematical statement. After this, we're going to jump into one of my favorite proofs, because it's the most straightforward one, is a proof by induction, but at the same time, the less illuminating one, because if you organize the proof by induction, sometimes you don't see the beauty of the problem itself. Then we're going to discuss more about sets. It seems like sets operations and sets of sets, probably we should discuss here. Then the topic which was the most challenging for me at the time, because it was such a new thing to get exposed to, I like relations. And I'm actually really excited of this. And after this, we're gonna jump on the most important object in math, which are functions. Then proof by contradiction goes 11, interesting. Okay, cardinality, it's one of my favorite part, because I can just go and talk about Cantor, whose biography is just incredible. Fun fact about Cantor, apparently not a lot of his works are available in the original, because I was trying to find his papers in the original to just take a look at them, and I had quite difficulties. Even, I don't remember which language he wrote his works, but I feel like it was in English, because I was trying to find even the original. But apparently after World War II, okay, we need to double check that, but apparently after World War II, like those documents went missing, which is really interesting. Okay, and that's it. So the nice enumeration of all of these topics we can see is basically we have 12 of them, which more or less how many weeks we're going to have in a semester. So we'll expect to cover one of this topic per week. Okay, so this is like the foundation. So foundation, you just go and read those like chapters. So let's say set yourself time like 12 weeks, and every week starting this coming Monday, which is January 5th, you need to read like about sets and a little bit about logic. Okay, so what is next? Extra materials. So the nice thing that we have for this class, that we have pre-recorded videos for all of these topics, which you can find the links over here. And also we have the slides based on which our videos are based. My goal as an instructor in a class is going to be to expand off all these topics. So what I'm going to personally do, I'm going to probably either watch those videos on twice speed or just look over the slides, and based on that, I will decide what extra do I want to say. Because we shouldn't assume that everyone is going to watch these videos, so it's going to be nice to provide some sort of summary before the class. Okay, so after that, we assume that students are going to watch these videos and read the book before the class. We're going to meet twice per week, on Tuesday and on Thursday, and we're going to meet for 90 minutes. So that's why like first like 30 minutes probably, I'm going to just review and summarize the materials, and then the rest of the class, what we're going to do, we're going to spend working on worksheets. And that worksheets are pretty fun, because the idea is going to be that this is reverse class teaching. Instead of me standing next to the blackboard and talk about all of that materials like for 90 minutes straight, instead we're going to provide these worksheets to students and ask them to work in groups, which is really, really nice. My goal is if students will finish some of the worksheets, I will just give them extra problems. But most of those problems in the worksheets are pretty nice. This is an example of worksheet for week number 4, when we can see like here we need to figure out how to work with quantifiers. It's funny enough, we start to work with quantifiers when we just start doing math, but right now I don't use match quantifiers, so it basically depends what kind of math you do. Yeah, so this was just a short video about the textbooks we're going to use in the class Math 220. My goal is, up to the extent of my ability, try to be as present as online as I can to provide some extra materials, probably some solutions for the problems. I'm not going to do problems from this worksheet and from this book, probably will find some other problems. And fun fact, I actually started this math channel exactly like 9 years ago, I think, or around the time when I was taking this class for the first time. Yeah, I started math channel like in December 2018, no, 2016, I think. But I took this class in summer 2016, like similar class at University of California, Irvine. So it's going to be exactly almost like 10 years between me taking this class as a student and me teaching this class as a math instructor. So it should be pretty fun. Okay, let me know if you have any questions, and I'm really excited to teach this class.